Hull materials. There's so many differing opinions on which is the best one, but in reality, they all have their pluses and minuses. Now, instead of me just talking to you guys about the different types of hull materials, I decided to interview people who have those boats and cruise on them and live on them full time and know those hull materials through and through. So in today's episode, we're going to be looking at Ferrocement hulls, which are not cement hulls. They're very different actually. I'm here with Dan, and he's been cruising on a Ferrocement boat, so I just wanted to interview him and ask him questions about how he likes it, and you can read about Ferrocement boats, but there's a difference when you have first-hand experience with it. So, what are the pros of Ferrocement boats?
There's two types of boats from silicone.
Yeah.
It's a ferrocemental and concrete. It's a very big difference. The concrete, the construction is the same.
Yeah.
As a bridges.
Oh, I didn't know they did that. I thought it was only Ferrocement. So.
No, it's a big difference. And using the story of concrete boats is going from the World War II or one. If you want, you can check it by yourself. It was a big, heavy ships for transfers. The construction of this boat was so cheap. Maybe it's cheaper than even you can imagine. You cannot imagine it's cheap. In the World War II was built concrete boats. Thousands.
Yeah.
And all of these thousands was bombed and sank and destroyed. And it was built. It's the fastest way to build a boat. So as a continue of the concrete boats, it's ferrocemental boats. Oil crisis in the beginning of the 80s.
Yeah.
It was a problem with the epoxy and the fiberglass, and they started producing the boats. Ferrocemental, and they start in the same way to improving the technology. My boat is the last wave. When they build the hull, it's a mixture of the cement and some some plastic, because it doesn't look like a cement boat outside. Before you start to drilling.
Yeah.
But also, if you drill in the hull, I think this is the hardest work. To make the holes. And the ferrocemental boat is built from the highest level of the marks of the
quality cement.
Quality cement. It's 800 number.
Okay.
It's also known as ocean cement. It's cement is using when constructing the bridges.
Yeah, for the underwater construction.
Underwater construction. So, and the best feature of this cement, if it start to fill in the water, it's getting stronger.
Yeah.
Because they collecting all minerals in himself. It's making like a shell. The ferrocemental boat is shielded from outside.
Yeah.
My boat outside is also epoxy and fiberglass.
Okay.
Totally.
Yeah.
With a thin layer. That's about 2
just
millimeters.
to make it easier to paint.
Yes, it's easy to paint, and that's the thin red line. The many people when they buy ferrocemental boats uncover it because these fiberglass layers also have a problem like osmosis. Well, that's a big problem for ferrocemental.
Yeah, water gets in and sits on it. And,
yes, and some processes going well, and the good quality ferrocemental hull will never rust inside because the good quality ferrocement is not passing through the water. This is a lightweight boat. It's 25 tons.
Wow. Okay. And
the usual it's 16 meters.
16 meters.
16 meters, 4 meters beam.
Yeah.
2.2 meters depth.
Yeah. And 25 tons.
25 tons because.
So it's a tank.
Yes, because this is a lightweight because thin wall.
So how thick is the hull itself?
It's 5 centimeters to 2. This boat was built in it was going in the water in 2000. And I heard that 2 or 3 years ago start producing again ferrocemental boats with the new material because maybe you heard about the they not using the metal. They using also the fiberglass bars
Oh, inside the
inside.
cement?
In fact, they using and they're much stronger.
Yeah.
Even carbon bones.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't know. There's no universal boat in the good for everything.
I know.
But if you need to spend a lot of time in the water,
Yeah.
you need the boat is must be heavy. The balance. People is trying to get this balance. They reduce about 40% of the weight.
Yeah.
By using not metal core.
Yeah, and using fiberglass.
But fiberglass core, and the carbon and fiberglass core, different types, and more additional the plastic components in the cement. And I think the building of the boats is going in this way, like a very speedy boat and very comfortable boat. But we're not talking about the charter boats.
Yeah, these are real boats.
Yes, I will not surprise if the Beneteau will start the Ferrocement boats producing. Why not? Because it's very cheap.
If you got a hole or a crack in your hull, how would you repair that?
About the crack in the hull. The hull can crack, any hull can crack.
Yeah. So like with wood, you put new planks. With metal, you weld a patch. Fiberglass, glass on a patch.
It's a joke in the community of Ferrocement boat owners. You always need to have 2 packs of cement on your boat. Half a year ago, we hit the gasoline station on the all the way.
Okay.
And we broke the gasoline station and turn around and go out before someone see it.
Okay.
Because the gasoline station was blasted and the concrete block is standing on it all was cracked.
Yeah.
It was a very little harbor. We tried to enter in the very strong wind, about 40 knots, on the wave about 2 meters. And I make a mistake. I reduce speed too much reduce the speed, so I lose control, and the boat was turned. Yes, and the waves was directly to the back.
Yeah.
And I was turned across the channel.
Yeah.
With the nose, we hit the shore. We break everything, but on the hull was about like this size of Ferrocement
dust.
Dust. I will clean it with a brush.
Yeah.
And fill it with the epoxy compound with sand. I mixed the epoxy from ground sand.
Yeah. And then just put it on and that's it?
Yes, put it on, that's okay. I painted it and we go.
Okay.
So, as I told you yesterday, the guy, the owner of the Ferrocement boat, he built his boat by their own.
Yeah.
He somehow get a hole under the water line.
Yeah.
They just take the usual silicone.
Yeah.
For the kitchens.
Yeah.
Mix it with the towel.
Yeah.
Kitchen towel, and all these things just slap underwater.
Yeah.
And start and continue your trip, his trip. And the last video, when they enter the harbor, we have a hole. We have a hole in the boat.
Yeah.
We need to repair it. No, it's okay. It's all in. Well, that's it. But it concerns not only, I think, Ferrocement boats. It's on the. What do you do?
Yeah, like every boat can break. It's just how do you fix it? So it's just pretty much epoxy and sand.
So it's
depends on the type of break. Yeah.
Yes.
But it's just not a common problem.
When you start to mixing it, you will see the good quality of compounds.
Would you recommend the Ferrocement boat to someone who's looking at different hulls?
If you want to live aboard a long time,
yeah,
that's a good choice.
Okay.
Anyway, I see how the other people is worried every time about osmosis. I can't sleep. Collisions with other boats. You scratched my boat. You need to repaint all the body. Every owner of the Ferrocement boats is happy.
Okay, that's a good sign.
Yes, they're sailing, they're not fixing. The maintenance of the boat is so easy,
Yeah.
and you're taking it, and after the Ferrocement boat, you never buy a steel boat, you never buy a wood boat,
Yeah.
and I think you never buy a plastic boat because it's a big problem with water. The special thing, my boat is covered inside and outside with the fiberglass
Yeah.
and painted. This is the mast stands.
Yeah, the compression post.
Yes, and this is from red wood special triangle, so the mast stand on it.
Yeah.
And it looks like this.
Yeah. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.
And if you'd like to follow our journey in real time on a map, receive postcards from our ports of call, and message us directly to the boat, you can go ahead and become a patron using the link in the description down below.